I got Instagram. I started this with MySpace. We started on MySpace. Now we do it. I do live feeds. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I. No, this is all. I don't get paid for none of this. I ain't tried to get paid for this. I've been doing it for free.
Yeah, Netflix will never do that shit.
Well, see, what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to get up Netflix submissions. Taking everything that I've been doing on social media and send it to Netflix. Just like now, the conversation that me and you've been having. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if they were able to do what was that guy's name? Robert Moore. Remember he had all that close?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm trying to do mine like, what can I say? I'm trying to do it in a new way. Independent filmmaking, showing our controlling the narrative. Like I said, if blacks and Hispanics got together, what couldn't we do in America? We could take over America.
It's too much backstabbing.
It's too much backstabbing.
Too much bullshit. Too much, I'll step on you, so I can become better. You know what I mean?
So what we got to do is get the ones that are willing to work together. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our Chavez's. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our revolutionaries together. If I got blacks and Hispanics to go against white America, then white America got to stand up and respect black and brown. They can't walk over black and brown if black and brown got together. Chicago is like little Mexico. You know what I'm saying? And then Florida's like little Cuba, little Havana. So if I got those people to start getting together, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what Martin Luther King did. He banded them people together. He banded the communities together. That's why he was a threat. You feel me?
That guy was good at what he did, man.
Yeah, but so now we got to pick up the baton. Who's our next Martin Luther King? Who's our next Malcolm X? Who's our next revolutionary?
It's too bad Obama doesn't get involved with anything.
Obama was not our answer, dog. I mean, be honest with you, Obama wrote a letter when I was in jail asking for an investigation. They never did an investigation because they make too much money off the prison industry. That's America's cash cow. And as long as I got blacks and Hispanics not joining together, then I can take care of your money because y'all spend a lot of money in America.
Have you tried reaching out to Farrakhan?
Farrakhan, I ain't messing with Farrakhan. I mess with Farrakhan. I deal with the FOI in Baltimore, all right? I'm cool with the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? But for them to make this the move, I got to make it with the people. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a grassroots. It got to come from you and me. You know what I'm saying? We got to be willing to make that sacrifice. See, you ain't willing to make the sacrifice not because you got a lot of things on the table. You got to worry about your kids. You got to worry about your circle and your family and friends. So you can't afford to put your neck on the line. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't have that, and if something happened to you or one of your family members that it sparked that shit in you to do it where you just didn't give a fuck, then you would be that fire and that flame. You know what I mean? And that's what they scared of too. So that's what I'm here for. I can be your voice. I can be the voice for the voiceless. I can be that person that stand in the front and say, hey, what about us? You feel me? I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And it start with you. It start with somebody else. And then we start like the Underground Railroad. We switch up and we switch on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing with you. We got to ride for our ride, so you got to deal with me for an hour. Or 45 minutes. And then if you like what I'm saying, then it's going to resonate. You know what I'm saying? That's how the underground came to existence. And now we can use our cell phones. And that's how we connect. Poquito negro, loco en la cabeza. You understand that, don't you? And then if we get that started, then we find that common ground. And the conversation we've been having, I just put online so people is watching it. People is understanding it. You feel me? Your face ain't on it. You're an Uber driver. It's just an Uber conversation. A Lyft driver. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation in the car between two people. Going down 95 or 94.
It's just too crazy, man.
Yeah. But like I say, we got to be the change. We got to make the change. If not, then we're going to be a victim of the change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens with this mother effer during the election. Not that any other presidents had a good choice, you know what I mean? But
dog, all they're going to do is elect him again because he ain't really the problem. The problem is the people that have been sitting in office for 20 and 30, 40 years. He only ride the bus for 4 years or 8 years. What about Dick Durbin that been there for 50 years?
you They reward the little buddies. Buddies who
Yeah, that's that. Remember I said Lake County and Snake County?
Yeah.
Lake County is what? Lake County is Snake County. Cook County is Crook County. And you got all them crooked politicians.
They reward the little buddies. I hear little buddy.
Here go a little bit. All right, look at Brian Ehrlicher. His brother just got jammed up for that sports gambling shit. But now you want to make sports gambling legal all over the country. So how you think they ain't gonna fix games and rig shit? You know what I'm saying? Wherever money at is breed corruption.
That shit is wild. I'm like, wow.
That's my Uber driver. That's my Lyft driver. And I was showing people because they chiming in on our conversation. Like the conversation we have now, I got 15 people that's watching this. So if you got that 15 people watching, that's 15 more people.
I'm live?
You live.
Oh, we should have told me that, my friend.
I was just having a conversation. I don't have you in your face in there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just got our conversation there. I got the back of your head there.
Okay. Yeah, keep it anonymous, my friend.
It's anonymous, but the conversation is real.
Conversation is real, man. What are people saying?
Oh, they just chiming in on it. We got to be the change. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And people watching it, you know what I'm saying? And this is from Baltimore, Chicago. I got people watching me across the country. So this is live feeds everywhere. Like Johnny Cash. I be everywhere, man. I be everywhere. Social media for social change. And if we start using this, like I said, in the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
So all we do is use our phone. We at Gulf Road, so we got another 15 minutes of conversation. You feel me? And then when I get on the plane in the airport, I do the same thing with somebody else. You feel me? Hi, how you doing? Where you traveling to? Let's talk about this. We talk about that.
Oh, wow.
You feel me?
Have you ever met people that are, kind of against what you're talking about?
Oh, dog, I meet racists and all that shit. But at the end of the day, it's a conversation about racism, right?
So how can you be a reverse racist?
Because we have a conversation. If we don't have a conversation, we can't address it, right?
Yeah.
That's like having a disease and not discussing it, right? So if we start finding the things that make us common. Remember when I first got in the car and I told you about a toilet?
Yeah.
So a toilet is a common denominator. A toilet don't care if you racist, do it. It don't care if you got a Ku Klux Klan robe on, do it.
Takes it all.
It takes it all, right? So now I done found the thing that make us common. So now we start talking shit from the toilet. You feel me?
I hope this conversation sparks people to think.
It does spark people to think. I got people chiming in right now. Well, I got Big Wolf. I got Terry Sims. I got David Mason. I got people from Chicago. I got people from Milwaukee. I got people from Baltimore. You feel me? And they chiming in on this because they pay attention to this. Human nature. They pay attention to dumbass shit.
But I do think that voter registration is the key, man. Trying to get this.
Voter registration, if we get blacks and Hispanics to vote and register to vote, then we create a voting block. We got a voting power. You feel me? So that is the key.
But we'll see what the electoral college says.
Oh, dog, if we start pushing this in 2020, we push it now, it's just like it's like planting seeds, right?
Yeah.
So we planting in the springtime, right?
Yeah.
By June, we're going to see what come up. If anything that we've been doing, we got to show the roots of our labor, right?
Right.
So now when springtime come up and summertime come up, we can start getting them watermelons. You know what I'm saying? We can start having them picnics, them gatherings.
I got you.
And then when we had them gatherings, I can get you to bring some tacos or some Hispanic food, right?
That's right.
And then I can bring some food. Because see, food don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay neither, do you?
Nope.
Everybody got Taco Tuesday, right? We bring Taco Tuesday and we have a conversation on Tuesday. But the basis of our conversation is the food, right?
It should be like that.
And tacos, they use chicken or beef, right?
Right.
They use pork,
Steak.
steak, right?
That's right.
So everybody like eating chicken, steak, and pork. It don't care if you a black, Hispanic, or whatever. It's food. It's a common denominator.
You bring the ribs, man.
I bring the ribs.
You bring the tacos.
You bring the ribs. I bring the tacos. We got a conversation, right?
That's right.
That's my man. He gonna bring the tacos. I'm gonna bring the ribs. We're gonna have a conversation about voter registration. We're gonna talk about strengthening our communities. You feel me?
Yeah.
And we can have another Martin, another Malcolm. And we'll stop this violence and this crazy shit that's going on. But we got to have a conversation. We got to start somewhere. You feel me? Right now, we're starting in a lift conversation. And we're going to lift our communities up. You feel me? If they can sit here and do lift conversations and do, karaoke shit, let's do some intelligent shit instead of some ignorant shit.
Right.
I'm from Chicago, baby. I'm from the home of the... I'm from here. I went out to Baltimore. I changed my product. I didn't change my hustle. I don't sell drugs no more. I sell sandwiches. I sell ribs. Shorty's bootleg barbecue. So good, I'm illegal. Dog, yeah, I'm illegal. I applied for Martin Luther King's job because I want that. We got to start strengthening our communities. When Martin Luther King here, he was living in Chicago. He lived on the west side. This is called the Chicago campaign. He got blacks, Hispanics, poor whites to join together to make that movement. We got to do that movement again. Like I said, I want that job. I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't scared of death, and I ain't scared of dying. You got to die for something. I'm black in America. I'm from Baltimore. How many of y'all killing in Baltimore? Yeah. So if I ain't scared of dying in Baltimore, I ain't scared of dying in Chicago. I ain't scared of dying nowhere. Because me and death been playmates since I stepped on this earth. You feel me? So, do what you do. I'm enjoying this conversation. It's enlightening and lifting the community. And I gave him my information.
Got it. Maybe we'll see you somewhere in the future, man.
You're going to see me in the future. You can Google me. You can see me every day now. Now that you got your information, you part of the underground. The digital underground. And you can contribute any way you feel that you want to contribute. You can share the information. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your friends. Create an underground network of your own. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be out in the front. You can say, yo, I met this dude named Shorty. He crazy than motherfucker. But pay attention to what he's saying. And then you share it with somebody.
You're crazy because you believe in the right things. Right?
Yeah, they call crazy people can't do this. Poquito negro, loco na cabeza. I know just enough for the city. You feel me? All right, I'm going to cut this live feed off because we getting ready to get close to the airport. I got to get my shit together. But y'all need to share this. Social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Don't get no sweeter. Mic check that one. Let that one sink in.